Hi, this is Nick from Wolfman Repairs, and today we got a radar detector. All right. Now, this belongs to a buddy of mine who said, "Hey, can you change a speaker in a radar detector that I have?" So I said, "Sure, no problem." He brings me a baggie with all these parts in it, just like this. I said, "That's not a radar detector, that's just parts." He goes, "Oh, I took it apart already. But you can put it back together, right?" I said, "Yeah, let's see what I can do." So here we are. So here's the old speaker. And he was saying that these springs, he doesn't know how to desolder them and put them on the new speaker. So we're going to try to do that for him. The way this works, I had to look at it a little bit. The speaker sits in here. And this here board sits on top of the springs. And that makes connection to the speaker at these points here. Now, worst case scenario, we run wires from here to the speaker, and then we have a working speaker. But let's see if we could desolder these here springs real quick. See if that's even a possibility. Okay, look at all this junk. Oh, there go the screws. All right, let's see here. Got our soldering iron nice and hot. Let's see if we could grab the spring, kind of go underneath it, and heat it up a bit. That was pretty easy. I just went underneath it and heat it up a bit. Let's see if we could just put it on the new one before it goes somewhere and we can't find it ever again, because that's a strong possibility. Oh, that's all crooked. Let's try to not make it crooked. All right, we got one. Ha ha! Nice. All right, let's see if we can do that as gracefully with the next one. Come on. Come on, you know you want to get off of there. There we go. All right. I think we're good. Now, if you're doing this on your own, what I'd suggest is going in between the windings or whatever of the spring and kind of pressing down to heat up the solder. So let's get this case over here. Put this here speaker in. Fits pretty good too. Now, he supplied all this stuff, the speaker and everything, so I'll get links from him for the speaker, so I can put that in the description for you guys in case you're doing this to your, what model is this thing? RAD 450. A RAD 450. All right. Okay, I'll assume the small screws go here. Lots of screws to hold this tiny board in. I guess it's because the buttons are on top of this. They want plenty of support. That looks good. All right. Well, how does this go? Just go in last. See, it doesn't help when someone else takes something apart, because then it's kind of hard for you to figure out what's going on. But we'll get it figured out. This ribbon cable goes in here. I know that much. I did test out the old speaker just to make sure it was blown, and it is. So I did have this assembled a little bit. I didn't put this cover on or this cover on. I think this goes in the back. Hopefully this works and I'm not putting it all back together for no reason. What is going on here? Go back together. Am I missing something? Oh, it like snaps in. Okay. Kind of gotta snap it in. Does this board sit on top of this? Oh, maybe that's how it goes. Yeah, that board sits on top of that. Wow, okay. I wouldn't have thought that. I thought it would sit in the bottom. Okay, then that snaps on. But back piece here, probably the same thing. Okay. Oh, where these other screws go? Oh, probably the bottom. Okay. I was gonna say I got extra screws. If you got extra screws, that just means you did better than the factory could. That's all. Let's put it all the way back together. Be one of those guys. Puts it all the way back together before trying it out. Yeah, some of those guys are my favorite YouTubers. Aha! We're fully assembled. Let's plug it in and see what we got. Look at all this junk from the speaker. Gross. Alright, where's the port on this thing? It's on this side.
Testing. System ready.
Alright, sweet. We got it. Yeah, this thing sounded absolutely horrible with the other speaker. Well, this sounds good now. Let's try it again. Shut it off, turn it back on.
Testing. System ready.
Sweet. All right. Well, that's how you change your speaker in a Rad 450 from Cobra. Nice. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it very much. And we'll see you next time.